Good morning. I would like to welcome each of you and call to order the commencement ceremony for Northern Nash High School class of 2017. We are pleased to welcome our parents and relatives of our graduates to celebrate this wonderful occasion. We are honored to have with us our distinguished alumnus, Governor Roy Cooper, our superintendent, Dr. Shelton Jeffries, his cabinet, members of the Nash-Rocky Mount Public Schools Board of Education, and visiting principals. These distinguished guests will be formally introduced later in the program. On behalf of our faculty and staff, please allow me to share with our graduates that we are extremely proud of your accomplishments and have set aside this day especially for you, in honor of your years of hard work and commitment towards your education. This is a special day for you, and this day will be a memory that you will cherish forever. Parents and relatives of our graduates, this is a special moment for you as well. You have invested a tremendous amount of time and effort and energy to help your child reach this point. The excitement that everyone feels this morning is expected and well-deserved. On this joyous occasion, our seniors would like very much to have their graduation ceremony to be one of dignity, respect, and formality. A ceremony that gives all students and their families the respect and recognition they deserve on their special day. To help accomplish this and to provide our seniors with the most impressive ceremony possible, I ask for your support and cooperation. Please refrain from clapping, cheering, shouting, or whistling during the ceremony. Failure to comply with this request will result in the next graduate's name not being heard, causing them and their family to lose their well-deserved recognition. At the end of the ceremony, we will have a time for celebration when everyone can cheer for the class of 2017. Thank you for your cooperation, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2017. At this time, I will ask Ms. Tamia Braswell to come up, and she will introduce our distinguished guests.
Good morning. Dear guests, it is an honor to have you at the 2017 Northern Nash High ceremony. We have many distinguished guests today, and I would like to recognize them at this time. Please stand as I call your name and hold all applause until the end. Honorable Roy Cooper, Governor of North Carolina. From the Nash-Rocky Mount Board of Education, Ms. Wendy Wilson, Board Chair. Ms. Ann Edge, Ms. Donava Chavis, Ms. Evelyn Bullock, Ms. Brenda Brown, Mr. Ricky Jenkins, Mr. William Sharp, and Mr. Reginald Silver. From the Nash-Rocky Mount Public Schools Superintendent Office, Dr. Sheldon Jeffrey, Superintendent of Nash-Rocky Mount Public Schools. On the floor, Nash-Rocky Mount Public Schools principals and other central office personnel. The class of 2017 would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and celebrating this joyous occasion. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony.
Good morning. Our distinguished alumnus graduated from Northern Nash in 1975 after winning the Moorhead Scholarship, the first for Northern Nash. He attended UNC Chapel Hill, where he earned his undergraduate degree. He then earned a law degree from UNC Law School and returned to Nash County to practice law. In 1986, he was elected to North Carolina House of Representatives, which led to a seat in the North Carolina Senate, where he served as chairman of both the Senate Judiciary Committee and the Senate Ethics Committee. He served as North Carolina Attorney General from 2000 until 2016. Shortly after midnight on January 1st, 2017, he was inaugurated as the 75th governor of North Carolina. But our honored guest is more than a leader in our state. He is also a husband to Kristen and father to Hillary, Natalie, and Claire. You may not know this, but according to his daughter's blog on the stream, he is a Star Trek fan, loves the Carolina Hurricanes, hates spiders, loves Sundrop and Mountain Dew, makes great pancakes, loves cereal, was quarterback on the football team and swing forward on the basketball team. He's a big fan of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you a most distinguished alumnus of the Knight Nation, the Honorable Roy Cooper, Governor of the great state of North Carolina.
I'm home. And whenever I'm here, I'm home. I'm so grateful, Tyler, for that warm introduction and to see so many friends here in the place where I grew up, where I practiced law for 18 years, and where I raised my family. Nash County, Rocky Mount is in my blood and will always be there. I'm a grateful graduate of this wonderful high school. I went to Nashville Elementary and W.L. Green Middle, and Nash Central back then was a 9th grade school. My mom and dad made me work in the tobacco patch very early in my life, where I learned hard work and I learned dedication, and I learned that I really wanted a job with air conditioning when I grew up. And I'm grateful that the people of North Carolina gave me that opportunity. When I came to this school, my locker was right around the corner there. I'm showing some of the students in full view of the office. I don't know why that was necessary, but that's where my locker was. And I had a reputation of being a little bit scattered, and my locker was very cluttered. I think one picture in the yearbook has my locker open and me bending down and stuff coming out and saying, "Miss Vick, I know my biology report is in here somewhere." I'm so grateful to the teachers and coaches, principals, school support personnel that were here when I was here and who are here now, who do so much for these students. And I remember growing up here and going to school here in the early days of integration. And I learned the value and richness of diversity and how diversity makes us stronger. And I'm grateful that my mom, who was a great public school teacher, in fact, I travel all over North Carolina, and every once in a while somebody will come up to me and say, "I want to pay you a compliment." And I'll think it's about me, and they'll say, "Your mama was the best teacher I ever had." It shows you the power of a good teacher, and I miss my mom and my dad every day, and they are constantly with me. but they taught me the value of education. I had a great time in school. Some of you may have not had such a good time in school, but you're here. My wife, for example, she gave a graduation speech, the first lady, the other day. She grew up in Oklahoma. Her high school experience was not good, and they capped it off. You guys look really good out there, but they capped it off with a graduation ceremony outside. And it was an experimental time with graduation gowns. They were trying to save money, so they had these paper product graduation gowns. They still look really good, but people were told now, under your graduation gown, I don't know what you guys got on, but they told people to dress properly. Well, in Oklahoma, the tornado warnings went off, and everybody started running, and the rain just came gushing down, and those graduation gowns began to disintegrate and disappear. And she says that some of the students did not obey the rules as to what to wear and what not to wear under their graduation gowns. I don't see that problem today, and that's good. And whether your high school days were good, or they weren't, or they were mediocre, you made it. Congratulations. You are here. And whether or not you're going to go on to more education, a community college or a college, whether you're going into the military, whether you're going to go straight into work, whether you don't know for sure, this is a new start. This is a new time for you. And enjoy this day. Not too much, but enjoy this day. And I want you to know that as your governor, I want to help you. We're working to attract good paying jobs to this area. We've got a mega site right there in Edgecombe County where we're trying to bring in advanced manufacturing. And do you know that you, class of 2017 graduates, during your lifetime, half the jobs that are going to be available have not even been invented yet. You are entering a job market that is ever changing. So if I've got any advice for you, it is to keep working to improve yourself with more education and training. Whatever you do, work to make yourself smarter and better. Whether that is formal degrees, whether that is short-term credentials, whether that is on-the-job training, keep working to make yourself better. And we're going to keep working to try to make education available to you. I know that it's challenging for education now because of its affordability. And many of you are going to borrow money to go into education. I think we need to invest more in our universities and our community colleges to make them more affordable and to make them better. And we're going to keep doing that. And I am so grateful to those back there sitting in the back, you educators. We're grateful for your hard work. We're grateful for what you give to these students, not just teachers, but all over this county, teacher assistants, school counselors, support personnel. You are important. The state of North Carolina thanks you, and I think we ought to give them a big hand today for their good work. I think, finally, as important as being ready to go to work and support yourself, I want to encourage you to give back, whatever you do. Society needs you, probably now more than ever, for you to be a part of it. And that means help others with volunteering, whether it's tutoring, mentoring, whether it's through your church, whether it's Habitat for Humanity, whether it's a soup kitchen. Give back. You will get a lot out of it. The second thing that I would encourage you to do, explore your faith. Faith changes things. Some of you may say, well, I'm not ready for that right now. Explore it. Ask questions. It will lead to the first thing of giving back if you explore your faith. And I want you also to register to vote, and I want you to learn about the process. It's probably more frustrating now than ever, and probably as you look at television and see social media, politics is more divided now than ever in a partisan way. But what we need to do is to learn and to listen. One of the things I tell folks in the audience out there is pick a friend of yours who thinks the opposite politically that you do and take them out to lunch and listen to them. Just listen to them. Often we want the same things. We have different ideas on how to get there, but often there are times of agreement. And having you participate in the process is critical. The last thing I want to tell you is you didn't get to where you are today by yourself. A lot of them are out there. Your moms, your dads, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, friends, people who have given you advice over the years. Before this day is over, I want you to go grab them, hug them, thank them, because they have helped you get here, and most of them will continue to help you the rest of your life. So I'm going to do one more thing here because I love this school so much. I played a lot of basketball in this gym. I played a lot of football out on that football field. I enjoyed my classes here. I am so grateful for the people here at Northern Nash Senior High School. I wanted to do this. Northern Nash class of 1975. And my daughter here, Hillary, my oldest daughter, I let her graduate from Rocky Mount Senior High. But that's okay. That's okay. You are here today, and we are here to celebrate. And I want to leave you with this quote that so many people have said, so I don't think it can be attributed to one person. But you think this way: I didn't come this far just to get this far. God bless you and all of your families and everyone here at Northern Nash High School. Thank you so much.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2017, Governor Cooper, we would like to present you with a token of appreciation for taking time out of your schedule to spend with us. Our graduates would like to present you with your high school basketball jersey. We realize that, like many sitting before us, you were a student involved in many extracurricular activities while attending Northern Nash, with athletics being one of them. Again, we would like to say thank you. Please join me in giving our very own Governor Cooper a round of applause.
Tough act to follow. Good morning. Esteemed guests, faculty, staff, parents, and family members, thank you for coming. Congratulations, class of 2017. And happy birthday, Badir and Stan and anyone else. Before we get to the part of the ceremony where a bunch of teenagers trip up the stairs to get a diploma cover, I have the honor and privilege of sharing a few words with you while I have your attention, unless you manage to sneak your phones in with your silly string. After a long year of stressful classes, stressful college applications, and stressful schedules, we finally made it. Graduation day. I've watched 2 siblings and countless friends walk across this stage, and I have to say, those stairs are a lot steeper than they look. Still, your shaky legs will carry you up one side and down the other, and you will have graduated. 12 years of grade school spent working towards these few brief seconds when everyone here will watch you walk up those steps a child they knew and down those a young adult they are sending off. You are all about to embark on a journey of some kind. I'll guarantee this, your life is going to change. No longer will you roam the halls inside Northern Nash High School or pace the sidewalks outside hoping desperately someone will see you and come open the door. Your time spent ignoring the morning announcements and frantically meandering from one end of the campus to another during class change are over. Sorry about all the times I was late, Mr. O'Brien. You suffered through 4 years of backaches caused by heavy book bags and developed an increased propensity to grab sweatpants out of your closet instead of night jeans. Maybe you even wore your pajamas. If so, don't worry, pajamas are practically formal wear in college. Say goodbye to the lunchroom lines and car lines. No more aggravating tardy slips. No more unavoidable senioritis. Many of you will never set foot on this campus again after you leave it today. As you head into the next chapter of your life, keep in mind this message. Reach out to people, explore your community. To use a cliche, don't judge a book by its cover. 10 years ago, a shy 7-year-old from New York with a bowl cut sat in a 2nd grade lunchroom and read a book instead of eating a sandwich. I don't remember how it happened, but soon enough I'd integrated into Nash County, and after having lived in the South for a month, developed a rather intense accent that my mother quickly rejected. In the process, I discovered something wonderful about this community. You care for each other, you ask after each other, you stay connected to each other. I still smile at some of those 2nd graders in the hallway. Don't lose this behavior as you move on. Take an interest in the lives of those around you and strive to form solid connections and relationships. Don't be afraid to befriend people that walk and talk differently than you. Diversity of thought breeds social depth. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, it wasn't built by one person either. Collaboration is the key to success. Our work as individuals is important, but our work as a society defines the world and its future. I'll leave you with this. In your life, you may sometimes feel that you are but one tiny drop in a limitless ocean. To quote author David Mitchell, what is any ocean but a multitude of drops? Thank you.
All right, good morning. And welcome parents, teachers, administration, and the Northern Nash High School class of 2017. I'm very honored to be here today, and I would like to start by reading you all a poem by William Butler Yeats. His chosen comrades thought at school he must grow a famous man. He thought the same and lived by rule, all his 20s crammed with toil. What then, sang Plato's ghost, what then? Everything he wrote was read, after certain years he won, sufficient money for his need, friends that have been friends indeed. What then, sang Plato's ghost, what then? All his happy years' dreams came true, a small old house, wife, daughter, son. Grounds were plum and cabbage grew, poets and wits about him drew. What then, sang Plato's ghost, what then? The work is done, grown old he thought, according to my boyish plan. Let the fools rage, I swerved and not, something to perfection brought. But louder sang that ghost, what then? So if you didn't catch on, the poem is called What Then? And to recap, I found a summary on SparkNotes, a website I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with. Yeats narrates the life of a man whose ambitions were never fulfilled. He becomes a successful writer, living a comfortable life with his family, but even in the supposed happiness, he is bothered by the things he will never accomplish. So a lot of us have been told that we can do anything if we attempt it with determination and grit, but by now I think we've all realized that we can't be princesses and cowboys. In elementary school, we watched High School Musical and Camp Rock, wanting nothing more than to be in high school ourselves, but then we instead went to middle school. We were called biscuits, walked on tiled lines through the hallways, and for a while we had tiger time. Nearing the end of 8th grade, we all thought, what then, we're finally going to be in high school. Now we've upgraded to nighttime. We were the first freshman class to have MacBooks, and a lot of us had our first encounter with a stink phone. Since starting our educational career, we've been looking forward to this day, and now we're here. We're all seated here in this gym with different plans, destinations, and expectations, thinking, what now? We have braved 32 credits, a whole semester of gym, and approximately 2,340 school days to be here today, and let us thank those who helped get us here. So after reflecting on the past, let us envision our future. Maybe we won't all be the famous, beloved writer from Yeats's poem. We can't all be Troy Bolton or Mitchie Torres or even Mulan, but I do hope that we can all be happy. Because believe me, I'm not going into music performance for the money. Thank you and congratulations.
Good morning, honored guests, administration, teachers, families, and friends. I am Debria Bullock, and I am honored to stand before you today. Before I get all mushy, class of 2017, we have come so far, and just think this is only the beginning. I know it hasn't been easy. Everyone's fallen at some point and was ready to give up. But in the words of our superintendent, everyone falls, but you have to get back up. And sometimes you even have to give a speech afterward. I would like to start off by acknowledging some special people that contributed to my high school career. I would like to thank my arms for always being by my side, my legs for always supporting me, and my fingers because I know I can always count on them. Honestly, over the past couple of days, I debated if I would be able to do this. So if I get a little choked up or emotional, please bear with me. I remember starting high school. I remember people telling me all the horrible things that the singers did to freshmen on the first day of school. They told me not to wear my best clothes because I would have eggs thrown at me, bleach sprayed on my clothes, batteries thrown at me, and so much more. But you know, I had to wear my best outfit anyways. It was high school, no more uniforms, and I just knew I was the cutest thing here. But I made friends with many of the singers my freshman year, people who I still talk to now and consider my family. That's one thing about Northern. We're always a big, happy family. Even when class of 2018 insists on being singers along with us, Joseph Brake. The memories in and out of this school we have made are priceless, like riding all the way to Virginia and back, listening to radio talk, sing, and preach to his congregation on the back of the bus, like Coach Drake and Coach Battle's reckless driving, like the history our boys basketball team made and the excitement they brought back to our basketball program, like walking down the 200s hall, hearing Only Miss Sears, not knowing whether Coach Davis is being serious or joking with you. For those who didn't know, he shot his grandma. And even Goody talking to me about nothing the entire senior award ceremony. The memories of Stuart and Brandon's "Hair, Please Come Back to Me, I'm Not That Old" spray commercial. When Tamia thought for a while that we shared a boyfriend. Eating jalapenos and getting the juice in my eye. Thanks, Allison's IKEA. All the way up until now, until this memory right here. One of the best ones yet. So here goes to ending. To Mr. Hopkins, thank you for being the best principal I ever had. To my classmates, I wish all of you the best of luck in your future endeavors and never let someone or something get in the way of you and your dreams. To my teachers, without you, none of this would be possible. I have learned so many valuable lessons from many of you, and the most important of those is the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So shout out to you, Ms. Weifenbach. To my guy, thank you for always being the support I always needed, even when I thought I could do it all on my own. To my mom, you are Superwoman. I hope God allows me to be at least half the woman you are, so thank you. And last but definitely not least, I give all the glory to God. With him, all things are possible. A lot of you may think this is it, that this ends the book for you. But what if I told you it's just the beginning of a whole new chapter? The best is yet to come for all of us. Just take a look back and see how far you've come. Now imagine where you can go. Thank you.
Today, many of our graduates will receive a red cord indicating that they are a North Carolina academic scholar. This cord signifies that they have completed a balanced and academically rigorous high school program, preparing them for post-secondary education. This includes, but is not limited to, an unweighted grade point average of 3.5 or above, courses taken in an academic subject area of concentration, in addition to their core courses needed to meet the University of North Carolina system requirements. Aja Imani Abdul Kareem. North Carolina scholar, Sarah Grace Aker. Matthew Theodore Jeffrey Ainen. North Carolina scholar, Princess Arbora Anstead. Daron Saheem Avent Watson. Badir Humod Awanle. Ashley Nicole Byer. Zaquan Dashir Bandy. Gary Cooper Banks III. Tania Elizabeth Banks. Nicholas Kendall Barnes. Kayla Madison Barr. Catherine Jewel Bass. Ulissa Bautista Hernandez. Dejana Arjay Belcher. Cameron McCrae Bale. Daniel Preston Belton. North Carolina scholar, Brandon Jerome Bent. North Carolina scholar, Jacob Daniel Mark Banat. North Carolina scholar, Mark Philip Bertino. Taquisha LaAsia Blackwell. North Carolina scholar, Gretchen Nicole Blankenship. David Thomas Booth. North Carolina scholar, Tamia Lene Braswell. Haley Suzanne Bray. Ariel Mariah Bridgers. Savannah Carly Bridgers. Elijah Tiant Brockleton. Sierra Denise Bryant. Kimberly Louise Bryant. Debria Lichelle Bullock. Horace McCoy Bullock Jr. Raymond Daniel Bullock III. North Carolina scholar, Olivia Virginia Bunn. Jayara Deshae Cannon. Zachary Vincent Carbone. Rashad Lamont Carnegie. Logan Andrew Carr. Dylan James Carter. North Carolina scholar, Jessica Pauline Carey. William Matthew Carey Jr. North Carolina scholar, Tanala Renee Cottle. Samuel Cervantes. Destiny Jonay Cheney. Annalise Berlin Charette. Britt Ezekiel Chessis. Daniel Scott Ciccone. North Carolina scholar, Andrew Lee Clements. Kiana Gabrielle Coley. Isaiah Daniel Cook, Adam Franklin Cooper, Austin Chase Korchnoi, Adriana Brooke Cotton, Jalen Donnell County, North Carolina scholar Ashley Nicole Cox, Justin Mackay Dales, Joshua Grant Daniels, Tyasia Lachey Daniels, Ali Osama Dari, Samar Adan Dari, Christopher Lewis Darkins, Cameron Price Dothridge, Kelsey Ann Dothridge, Devin James Davenport, Bailey Peyton Davis, North Carolina scholar Justin Wayne Davis, Kaya Brianna Day, Lauren Ashley Dew, Evan Langley Dickens, North Carolina scholar Jaquel Laquan Dickens McEachern, Jaquez Traquan Dickens McEachern, Sarah Ellis Donnelly, Nakimra Naja Doughty, Derek Jashawn Drake, Levante DeQuil Drake, Jennifer Renee Edwards, Austin Lamont Evans Jr., Isaiah Lorenz Evans, Reggie Trayvon Faison, LaKendra Alizé Farmer, Makala Leanne Fields, Ashley Elizabeth Flora, Kamaya Dominasia Flowers, Caitlin Marlena Gaither, North Carolina scholar Selena Garcia, Samuel Isaiah Gay, Megan Shea Godwin, Florbel Gonzalez Soto, Candace Blair Gregory, North Carolina scholar Catherine Sanders Grisho. Catherine is the valedictorian of the class of 2017. She is receiving a plaque from Nash-Rocky Mount Schools in recognition of having the highest grade point average of the senior class.
North Carolina scholar Hannah Carolyn Justwin, Asiatic Elijah Manuel Habersham, North Carolina scholar Shelby Ray Hans, Brittany Nicole Harrington, Daytwan Rashawn Harrison, Shanika Danae Harrison, Zaria Aaliyah Harrison, Emmanuel Joyner Henderson, Brianna Latrec Hendricks, Robert Chad Hendricks, Abel Omar Hernandez Mejia, Melvin Braxton Hicks. Jasmine Lachey Hill. Joy Latrice Hinton. North Carolina Scholar, Haley Marie Honeycutt. Anquan Rashiba Lee Horton. Alicia Marie Hudson. North Carolina Scholar, Haley Damaris Huffman. Eloise Ruth Hunter. North Carolina Scholar, Glenn Talton Jarvis. Brennan McKenneth Johnson. Isaiah Noel Johnson. Mackenzie Lane Johnson. Shaquila Anaya Johnson. North Carolina Scholar, Spencer Ann Johnson. Talia Yasmin Johnson. North Carolina Scholar, Diamond Felice Jones. Dylan Lee Joyner. Adam Salema Juade. North Carolina Scholar, Caleb Josiah Kendrick. Chelsea Nicole King. Nicholas Lee Lamb. Madison Taylor Lamprecht. North Carolina Scholar, Zachary Austin Langley. Demarius Rasharn Lassiter. Lauren Ashley Layton. Abigail Lynn Lee. John A. Cristal Lewis. Courtney Long. Cameron Christopher Lucas. Chelsea Morgan Lucas. Giselle Stephanie Lucero. Haley C. Lugg. Chelsea Alyssa Lynch. Justin Jacaleb Lynch. Kiani Alexis Lynch. Tamisha Dashay Lynch. North Carolina Scholar, Kayla Rose Macklin. Dylan Thomas Moretti. Cindy Viridiana Martinez Hernandez. North Carolina Scholar, Olivia Laurel Matheson. Braden Dax McConnell. Dylan Cole McIntyre. Delacio Montrell Butler McKinnon. Jessica Nicole McCoy. Stefan Arquavius McNair. Christopher Deontay McNeil. Tavon Naheem Delonzo Kawanye McNeil. Alexia Kayla McWilliams Harrison. Justin Scott Medwin. Jacob Scott Medwin. Jason Williams Messenbrink. Stephon Mandel Mills. Tyree Montrell Mills.
Amberlynn Minshew. Alexis Simone Mitchell. Carlota Molinari. Ari Cortland Moore. Damon Sean Moore. Eleanor C. Moore. Nasir Tyreek Moore. North Carolina Scholar Kenton Daniel Morgan. Essence Janaya Shalom Boy. North Carolina Scholar Melanie Catherine Nelms. Lauren Mackenzie New. Elena K. Nunez. James Kahim Oglesby Jr. Jesus Ortiz Lycia. North Carolina Scholar Cynthia Cheyenne Parker. Caitlin Olivia Peel.
Jalea Nari Penny. James Tyree Penny III. Nakira Renee Peoples. Arthur Isaiah Person. Hannah Elizabeth Phillips. Tony Joshiana Phillips. Victoria Ann Phillips. Benaiah Zaquan Pittman. North Carolina Scholar Lauren Anissa Pittman. Zakiya Malie Pittman. Tyler Christian Polinsky. Clifton Lamar Pope. Celeste Cabria Powell. Timothy Allen Price Jr. Latrell Rashawn Pulley. Holden Allen Radford. Edwin Randall Reed Jr. North Carolina Scholar Sophia Isabel Rakabi. Bradley Wayne Rice. Krishawn Montrez Richardson. Deshawn Montre Richardson. Keyshawn Jamar Richardson. Shania Quatasia Richardson. Tobias Jeremiah Richardson. Summer Nicole Ricks. Elizabeth Ann Regal. Kalia Adriana Roach. Shania Jamise Robinson. Corina Elise Rogers. Macon Danielle Rollins. DeCarlo Reynez Royster Jr. Tanaya Breon Royster. Christina Andrea Russell. Aniqua Michaela Sawyer. Adam William Smith. North Carolina Scholar, Michaela Lynn Shadrick. Travion DeMonte Silver. Cameron Mackenzie Smith. Dakota Wayne Smith. Jacob Lee Smith. North Carolina Scholar, Kaya Lee Smith. North Carolina Scholar, Jalen Ahmad Spooner. North Carolina Scholar, Kiera Michelle Spooner. Darius Terrell Spragley. Kaylin Ariana Stallings. North Carolina Scholar, William Noah Stanley. Kelly Ann Sullivan. Adia Najik Sweeney. Brittany Dawn Tant. Jasmine Shanae Taylor. Emma Ray Thomas. Haley Kristen Thomas. Joy Danielle Thompson. Brett Thomas Umstead. Damon Rakeem Van Avent. North Carolina Scholar, Elizabeth Grace Vibrant. LaQuince Alexander Walker. North Carolina Scholar, Zachary Holt Ward. North Carolina Scholar, Caitlin Elaine Warren. Edwin Carl Watson III. Taylor Nicole West. Allah Shahid Whitaker. Frankie L. Whitaker II. Lapat Lasun Whitaker. Rashid Malik Whitaker. North Carolina Scholar, Stuart James Whitehead. North Carolina Scholar, Johanna Ruth Whitwell. Johanna is the salutatorian of the class of 2017. She is receiving a plaque from Nash-Rocky Mount Schools in recognition of her accomplishments. North Carolina Scholar, Michael Angelo Wiggins, Jr. Asia Simone Williams. Christina Monique Williams. DeMonte Donnell Williams. Jamonte Jashawn Williams. Kiera Leanne Williams. Rebecca Lee Williams. Destiny Thalia Wilson. North Carolina Scholar, Ashley Susan Wallet. Allison Joan Womble. Logan Alexander Wood. Wyatt Lane Wood. Michaela Woodruff. Brittany Ann Wright. North Carolina Scholar, Dawson Keith Wright. Desmond Rayshawn Wright. Brianna Danye Young.
Will the class of 2017 please stand? By the powers vested in me by the Nash-Rocky Mount Board of Education in the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you a graduate of Northern Nash High School with all the rights and privileges afforded thereby. You may turn your tassels. Congratulations.